Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Miriam here, and today I'd like to talk about why literature is the best way to improve your English eloquence. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an English eloquence coach, founder of English for Consultants, and I work with non-native speaking consultants from various companies, and I help them move up in their careers, get their dream jobs, and ultimately earn more money. So that being said, let's jump into today's topic. Aldous Huxley, who is the author of the famous novel Brave New World, he once said, "Every man who knows how to read has it in his power to magnify himself, to multiply the ways in which he exists, to make his life full, significant, and interesting." So as someone who studied English literature and as someone with 11 years of experience working with business professionals, I can say without a doubt in my mind that reading, and most importantly, knowing how to read, is the key to attaining English skills beyond those of many native speakers. If any of you have watched any of my previous videos, you'll remember that I mentioned that non-native English speakers have the ability to be better at English communication than native speakers. And I mentioned the reasons why, but I'd like to focus on one key reason this statement is true. So in the United States, there was a survey done by the Jenkins group, and what they found might be quite surprising to some of you. So through this survey, it was discovered that in the US, 42% of college graduates never read another book after college, and that 33% of high school graduates never read another book for the rest of their lives. So here's what they're missing out on and why you can master English eloquence. First of all, let's talk about input. Number one, reading enhances your memory. It has been scientifically proven that when we read, we are exercising our memory muscles. Every new memory we create forges these new synapses or brain pathways. What this means is that reading in English will help you retain everything you learn, and you'll be creating all these little English brain pathways which will develop and stay with you for the rest of your life. Secondly, reading improves your analytical thinking skills. So the more you read, the more your analytical skills increase. And this means that you'll be better able to spot patterns, and this is crucial to improving vocabulary, sentence structure, and grammar. Thirdly, reading expands your vocabulary. Did you guys know that reading actually increases your vocabulary even more than talking or direct teaching? So basically, the more you read, the more words you are going to be exposed to. And what will happen is that those words will find a way into your own vocabulary. The best part is that as a non-native speaker, you will be exposed to words used in context, and this will in turn ameliorate your own speaking and writing fluency. Fourth, reading provides you with vocabulary undertones and nuances, sentence structures and grammatical structures. And the best way to be ahead of your native speaking counterparts is definitely by taking advantage of this amazing benefit of reading. When you read, you notice patterns, and these patterns enter your brain, and they allow you to know which word to use when, in which situation, and how to express yourself eloquently. And after a while, they become second nature. So the 4 points I mentioned above are the input you receive from reading. So now I want to talk about your output. The first thing is mimicry. So with all of that input come major improvements in output. Mimicry or imitation occurs when you read. And I know for sure that imitation plays a key role in learning and improving a language. And when you read, it gives you a lot to mimic. Remember, you're mimicking the greats, so there's no way that you can go wrong. Then reading makes you a better writer. This point is directly connected to my previous point about mimicry. Being exposed to well-written pieces of literature and knowing how to read them has a noted side effect on your own writing. So when you know how to read literature, you know how to observe the cadence, the fluidity, and the writing styles of the authors that you are reading. And this in turn will invariably influence your own writing, whatever it's in relation to. Then reading makes you a better storyteller, i.e. a better communicator. And what I actually mean by storytelling is what all humans do on a daily basis. I mean verbal communication. So the more stories you read, the better you will become at telling your own story. And since reading fiction gives you wonderful vocabulary, this means that your own stories, your daily communication, will be more interesting and persuasive to others. So to make a long story short, reading allows you to express yourself in an eloquent, motivational, and inspirational way. All right, well, that is it for me today, but I would like to just give my advice in general. My advice in general is to pick up that novel in English that you've placed somewhere out of sight and start reading it. So even just 15 minutes a day will have you seeing improvements within a month. Lastly, if you are a consultant who is serious about improving your English consulting communication skills, check out the links to our private Facebook and LinkedIn groups in the description box below. And if you're ready to start your own journey towards English eloquence, schedule a free strategy session with me using the link below. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful. I hope you get reading, and I wish you all a healthy, happy, and productive day.